Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're just kind of doing a little bit of everything. I'm gonna catch you guys up on some things that's really been going on. Just a little life update. I'm gonna start vlogging more this year. It might look a little sloppy, and then again it might look, I don't know. I just know at the beginning it will look a little sloppy because I've learned you just gotta do it, right? Like you gotta do it. Doing stuff like I told y'all, my videos might be all over the place. I'm just going to be vlogging. I have like 4 social media accounts that I'm trying to manage. This one, TikTok, my other YouTube page as that's called The Table is Spread Ministries. We have live prayer every Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesdays it's at 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and then on Thursdays it's at 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I manage that one, and then on Facebook, I mean, it's just a lot. But like I said, I have vowed to start doing vlogs. Just a little bit about me. I guess this is like a new intro, I guess. But just a little bit about me. I'm a mom of 4 beautiful children, 3 girls and 1 boy, Carmen, Cameron, Chloe, and Caleb. The moment I help them, and I also do content creation, but I'm also in class. And I wanted to tell you guys about that. And actually, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this vlog, to keep me consistent. And basically, that's it. Just to keep me consistent, because you can get off track sometimes, you know. But yeah, so I'm going to be vlogging. So I'm going to be vlogging my journey. I am in an online class for software QA engineering. And it's a long backstory about that. I might do that in another video. I don't know. It just depends on how long this video might be. I don't know. The course that I'm taking is Careerist. It's a software QA engineering course. Now, I've taken a QA engineering course before, but it was not with Careerist. And honestly, I didn't go with Careerist the first time because it was kind of high. It was pricey at the moment. Well, when they like first came out, like maybe 3-4 years ago, but now it is reasonable. They do have payment plans now. At the time, they didn't have payment plans. But now they do have payment plans, and they make it very affordable. And now they offer internship, which is the reason why I'm taking this course again, because like I said, I have taken a software QA engineering bootcamp before. That was the first bootcamp I've ever taken to get into tech, but they didn't have the internship. And oh my gosh, it was like, I guess I would tell the story. Okay, so you can understand the journey, right? Okay, so today is Wednesday, January the 22nd. I am already 9 lessons in. Well, I'm a little behind, but some of them are pre-recorded. But we are on week 9 in this lesson, and I'm loving everything about Careerist. Like, I've heard great things about Careerist already. I've taken a number, and I've also taken a number of boot camps. But so let me just tell you about the journey. Let me put the camera down so I can have both my hands. Okay, so about 3 years ago, I really wanted to get into tech. I started seeing all of these posts on social media talking about get into tech, take this, take that, an easy way to get into tech. You can get into tech by doing this. I just started seeing a lot of tech posts and tech content. You can get into tech, and I was like, man, I want to work in tech. You know, at the time I was a pharmacy technician, and I've been working in pharmacy for over 12 years, and I just wanted something different because there was no elevation in pharmacy. Because once you are a pharmacy technician, the next level up is a pharmacist. And I was like, man, I'm not going back to school to be a pharmacist, because that's like 8 years, and I would have to move. I could take the prerequisites here in town, but I would have to move. And I'm like, oh, we had just bought a house, and I'm like, I'm not about to do that. And then first of all, I was like, Lord, is that something that you want me to do? And I didn't get a check on it. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I kind of wanted to, because I wanted more money. I wanted to be, I wanted to have a career, like pharmacy technician for 12 years. Like, come on. Like, be for real. And I promise, wait, I'm not trying to knock anybody. If you've been a pharmacy technician for 35 years and that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But for me, I wanted more. Like, I wanted to have a career. I wanted to travel and do this and do that. I wanted to do all of that. But I knew at the position that I was in, I couldn't do that. So I started looking into ways to get into tech. I started seeing these boot camps, and I ran across this boot camp. I'm not going to say the name of the boot. Took that boot camp, and I was literally at my pharmacy job learning and reading everything about QA engineering, everything about QA. And if you don't know what QA is quality assurance. So what I'm going to be doing is a software QA, quality assurance engineering for software. So you find bugs, you test bugs, you make sure before the product or the software launches, you make sure that it's good, all this type of stuff. This recruiter found me on LinkedIn, reached out, and they was like, you know, you are great for this role. And of course that imposter syndrome kicked in, and I was like, oh my God, I was almost going to talk myself out the position. Make a long story short, I went through 4 rounds, okay? 4 rounds. Like, sometimes it's still like, no, for real. Like, I knew my stuff, okay? I was spitting it out. I knew my stuff. They was asking me questions. I was like, yes, the software does this to find the bugs. I knew the faces. And remind you, I was at work learning about QA engineering, right? So I made it to the 4th round. And the hiring manager was like, you know, yeah, you know, you seem good, blah, 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 blah. And he came back, and I think it was a week. It was between me and another candidate. And he came back and was like, well, the recruiter told me, she said he wanted to go with somebody that had years of experience because they have a project and they're like trying to take off tomorrow. Y'all, when I said they crushed me, I was crushed. I was bummed. I was like, how in the world am I going to get the experience if you don't hire me? Like, I know what I'm talking about. I know my stuff. And man, when I say that bummed me, I literally was like, you know what? I don't know if I can do this because they're all going to ask me for experience. They're all going to ask me how many years of experience do you have? And I'm like, you can look at my resume and see that I really don't have the experience, but I know what I'm talking about. I know how to do the job. Just hire me, sir. The man would hire me. I talked to one of the other managers. They was like, we really wanted you on our team, Deasia. Like, I was just like, what in the world? So I'm not going to lie. I let that no push me back. I let that no stop me from going forward. Now that I know what I know, I would have kept going. But y'all, that no pushed me back a lot. Along with some other stuff, but that no pushed me back like 2 years, okay? Because here I am, January 2025. Thank God he allowed me to have this opportunity again to actually go for what I know and actually do what I want to do in tech. Okay. So I didn't allow that to stop me from getting into tech, but I allowed that to stop me from doing what I really wanted to do in tech. Okay, so after that, I started in that boot camp. We learned about everything software. We learned about the roles in software, a PO, a PM, a BA, like all of the roles, Scrum Master, all of that, right? So I was like, man, like, what can I do? How could I get in? Like, what aligns with my skill set, like right now? And I started looking into Scrum Master. So I was like, okay, Scrum Master, I think I can do that. So I found out you had to sit for an exam, take the exam. And I'm like, bruh, I got to take an exam? Oh my God, I'm really not a good test taker, right? Anyway, make a long story short, I took the exam. I actually enrolled into another boot camp, took the exam, passed the exam. Oh my gosh, thank you, Jesus. Passed the exam. And I got certified to be a professional Scrum Master, right? So I fixed up my resume, fixed up my LinkedIn. A recruiter reached out and was like, hey, we got this position for you for an IT project coordinator role. And I was like, what? I was like, I don't know if I can do this, right? So make a long story short, I did 3 rounds of that, and they knew that I was a pharmacy technician prior to, interviewing for that role. The hiring manager, she called me back. Well, the recruiter called me back, was like, they love you. They want you to join the team. I was like, I was finally in tech, right? So I was an IT project coordinator, and I already had my certificate I was certified to be a professional Scrum Master. So when I got on the team, I met the Scrum Master, and he was like, wait, you certified? I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, I got 5 teams, and I'm gonna give you one right now. I'm gonna give you one. The goal is to give you about 2 or 3. And I'm like, okay. So I got the experience as a Scrum Master, even though my initial role was an IT project coordinator. I started doing Scrum Mastering things. I had my own team of developers, that were offshore. They were so cool. They was like Scandinavian. They had this tight accent, and it was just so fun working with them. Right. So I worked closely with the Scrum Master, the business analyst. We didn't have a PO, so we kind of did like the PO role as well. So make a long story short, the company started laying off. I think this was kind of like a little bit after. No, this was like when all those layoffs started going on. And we started seeing some people go from the team, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I was like, I'm not gonna worry. And so then, make a long story short, we all got laid off. We all got cut. Even my hiring manager that hired me, she got let go. And I was like, no, this is for real. So, they gave us a little packet or whatever, literally a little packet. And then I started to try to find other roles to get into tech. Nothing was coming open. So I got into another boot camp. It was a whole thing. And so to make a long story short, God granted me this opportunity. I'm about to start crying because God is so good. God literally granted me this opportunity to do this thing the right way. And I'm just so thankful. I really am. So today is the first day of vlogging my journey, and I want you guys to come along with me. Make sure that you're following me. Make sure you are subscribed, because I'm going to vlog this whole thing, and I want you guys to be encouraged as well, because I know it's possible. Like I said, I worked in tech before, but I'm just so glad that I get this opportunity again, and that I'm going to be doing something that I love and I like, and I like doing, okay? I like doing it. And for those of you that want to get into tech as well, you can. And this might be a role for you to get into tech. Now, a lot of people say the quickest way to get into tech is QA. And I kind of agree, given that you don't have to have a bachelor's in computer science to get in here. You literally just learn everything you need. You just learn your role. You learn what you need to do, right? But you do need some guidance. You do need some... you do need that boot camp, and you do internship. They teach you, they have live courses. And so let me just show y'all what we're on right now. So we're on lesson 9. This was yesterday, January the 22nd. No, today is January 22nd. January the 21st, Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Now, I have to miss all my Tuesday classes because I have a meeting that I have to attend. But this was lesson 9. This was a self-learning step, dev tools for web testing. So this particular course was web testing. Now, Careerist, they also offer, you have to do like tests, homework. You have to do like quizzes and homework. And if you're not at, 75% to get into the internship, let me show you guys. Okay, so if you're not at 75% before it's time to do the internship, they will not let you in, okay? You cannot get into the internship if that's not done. And I think that is great, because I've seen so many people lie to get into tech. I've seen so many people try to finesse their way into tech. And baby, let me tell you, that's going to catch up with you, okay? I'd rather do it right, do it the first time, than try to finesse. And that's why I give God all the thanks, all the glory, because he is the God of second chances, okay? He's literally given me a chance to do this the right way. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did try to finesse my way up in. I had to repent for all of that, okay? I got a little taste of it, but I was like, Lord, I want to do it the right way. Like, no, and God has allowed me to do this all over again for software QA engineering. And I just want you guys to follow along with me on this journey, so we can look back and say, I remember day one. I'm like, yes, but how I'm going to have a job and how I'm literally, okay, I don't think I can say too much, but how I'm going to have a job. I want y'all to follow along with me to see how this thing is going to go, the internship, and I'm going to tell y'all all about it. But I am going to vlog this whole journey for my software QA engineering journey. This is day one of the vlog. And then as we progress on about the internship, about the quizzes, about how me finding a job. And one thing I like about Careerist, after a year, if you do not have a job, they give you your money back. Like, what? They give you your money back. Great things about Careerist. I wanted to take them at the beginning, but I just didn't have the money, and they did not offer the internship. They were a lot more expensive than they are now. Make sure you're following me so you won't miss this opportunity. And if you're somebody that want to get into tech as well, please follow along, watch the journey so you'll know how to take how Careerist goes. And also, if you are looking to get into tech and you're looking to take Careerist because you like everything that I went through, you like how I'm going to be able to find a job, honey, working remote from home. That's the best part, because my other job, I was remote and I was working at home. But so I know how the remote life is. Like, it's fire, right? So, but Careerist, I do have a promo code that will give you $250 off. I'm going to link it in this description, or it might be on the screen somewhere, or just message me. But I'm going to make sure I put it in the description or somewhere on the screen. Make sure you're using my code to get $250 off, okay? I had got a discount coming into the course, and it was awesome. Okay, so if you're interested in Career, make sure that you're using that discount code. It will give you $250 off. I'm gonna put it in the description or somewhere on the screen right here. But yeah, make sure you're following along. Tell a friend to tell a friend that, baby, if you want to get into tech, you can, and I'm here to help. So bye, guys.